everyone, it's Claire from Diamond Painting Nerd. Welcome to another whip and chat. So I thought I'd jump on and film the last section of this, or some of it, because I don't think I'll get through all of this, but this is the Art Dot Butterflies canvas that I started in my last whip and chat, and oh my goodness me, I absolutely love it. Those ABs, I don't know if you can see it really on camera, but those ABs, those yellow ABs through here, and then there's some blue ABs. Oh, just, I love it. This is a round kit. I've had absolutely no issues with the canvas or anything so far. So I thought what I would do is go back, because there are comments the questions that I hadn't managed to get to in my last whip and chat. So let me get myself set up with the section that I'm going to do, get some drills ready, and then we'll jump into it. Okay, so I'm going to start down just in this bottom corner here. Let's try and get that a little better in shot for you. I'm going to start down the bottom corner and then try and see how much of this that I can get done. But this isn't I have 3 things that I want to get finished this week. This one, the roses from Art Dot as well, and also a custom canvas that I'm doing. So let's get started with this one. So I'm using my tray from Kitten Up Kitten. I'm using the putty, the Pear Drops putty from Crafting Cat UK on Etsy, and I'm also using my gorgeous new rainbow trinket tray from Love Resin Crafts, also on Etsy, which I'll leave all of the shops linked down below for you, so you can go and take a look. And I'm going to get started on this one here. Now I have got, I've got wax in here. I can't actually remember what I've got in my single placer at the moment. I'm kind of trying a few different things out, because I always find that I had real good success with the putty single placing, and then the next time, I don't know whether it's the type of canvas that I'm trying to stick it to, but it didn't last as long. So I'm trying to do a few different things out. I've got some glue dots, but they are not the easiest to install in the pen. So yeah, just trying my way through a few different options. Haven't quite settled on what I prefer for my single placer as of yet, but I'm sure I'll find my groove with that over time. So I'm starting off with the M's on this canvas. So it kind of goes in rainbow order. So it goes from the reds to the oranges, through to the yellows, greens, blues, and then it comes through to the purples, or the indigos, if you're following the rainbow, as it were. And I will get cracking with some of the questions that were left over from the video where I asked you to post questions, and continue to keep those questions coming in, because the more kind of questions or queries or comments that you've got, I'll use for future whip and chats also. So let me just place these where I am, and then I will grab the next comment. I've just done it in order of how they've come on the video, like appeared on the video. So first comment was from Philly RCJ, and the comment said, I purchased both kits in the smaller size during Amazon Prime days. I think a lot of people did. So I think I picked mine up just before then. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, because I think it's auto focusing on my hand a little too much, so you can see. You can still see what I'm doing. If the focus goes in and out, then I'm sorry, but you'll see the end result anyway. And I know that a lot of people just listen to the videos, they're not necessarily watching what I'm doing, so dotting along with me, hopefully. So thank you very much for your comment. Yes, I've got both of them. I wanted to try the 2 different sizes, so I got the roses one in the smaller size, and then I got this one in the larger size. Now on the box it says it comes in 3 different difficulties. It said it was like beginner, advanced and intermediate or something like that. But Art.dot did say that they don't have the intermediate one, but I believe they have more paintings being released later this year potentially. So watch this space for those being released. So that'll be fun to watch what else they come out with next. This canvas has been an absolute dream to work on. So yeah, just it's a premium canvas anyway. It's one of the soft ones. I've had no issue with the stick, and I know that some people have said, and I think I can't remember whether one of the comments came up in the previous whip and chat about the running out of drills. Now I don't seem to have it doesn't look like I'm going to have a problem with running out of drills, but it can happen. It happens with all companies. So all I would suggest, if you're in that situation, to just contact Art.dot and they'll fix it for you, and they'll get you any missing drills sent out, no doubt, to resolve the issue. But I don't think it's a wide issue, because I've seen people that have completed this kit, so I don't think it's, you know, all across the production that's been a problem. It's obviously just been an issue with some kits not having enough of a certain drill, but I don't think it's one particular colour either, so I don't think it's anything that is a mass problem. And looking at the drills that I've got left, I don't think I'm going to have an issue. So okay, moving on to the next question. This is from girlygirly538. There's a few in here. So how long are you making diamond paintings? So I've been diamond painting since the beginning of the year. And I've said in the previous video, I discovered it through a PR package that got sent to me for a company. I'm not going to name them because I'm having a spat with them. Well, I mean, I would be having a spat with them if they actually answered my emails over some custom canvases that I bought from them. An update on that will be coming shortly, once my bank has fully resolved the issue, potentially. So stay tuned for that. There is a video, a rage kitting up video, if you haven't seen that, where I explain all about that. So they were the ones that originally sent me, which is why I went back to them, because the cat, I had no issue with that painting. It was the very first one that I did. It wasn't a custom one, but they were easy to deal with, and I really enjoyed that painting, so I thought I'd go and order from them. Yeah, so anyway, that's what started it off, and that was earlier on this year. I started that, and I've enjoyed it ever since, and it definitely has. I mean, I love all crafty hobbies, so I knew that I was going to enjoy it. I didn't actually. I was a bit reluctant, I think, which is why I didn't start the kit when I first got it. But I enjoy lots of craft hobbies, so I took to this like, what's the saying? A duck to water? I think that's the saying. Next question from Girly Girly as well. What's your favourite one you made? It's a difficult one because I'm not sure. I mean, I've really liked, I think bar one, I've really liked how they've all come out so far. This one is gorgeous with the ABs, I must admit. So I have really enjoyed, I've really enjoyed this one. I did a 30 by 40, which was just a budget kit, and it was of a Yorkshire Terrier, and I thought the rendering on it was amazing, and that's one of my favourites that I've done. So it's not necessarily all about, you know, the premium, more expensive kits that are my favourite. I haven't completed, shock horror, confession time, I haven't actually completed a Diamond Art Club kit yet. The first one that I started was the Whispered Word Lenore. That is still currently on my dining room table, and it is unfinished. The thing is, it's a beast. It is quite big, and so that one's a slow burner. And I didn't want to start another Diamond Art Club one until I had got that one complete. So I am going to break that rule, because there is an event coming up next month called Famalong, and I am taking part, and that is using a Diamond Art Club kit. And I am going to go and use the very first Diamond Art Club painting that I bought, which I will show in a future video. I've done an unboxing on it, so you can go back on the channel and have a look if you are that intrigued. But I will be kitting that up very shortly in order to start the event on the 1st of September. So I want to get this and 2 others complete, ideally this week, so I can clear the decks ready for that to start. Now, because I've got my studio lights on and I've got no light pad underneath, I might struggle a little bit with the this. They may not be 100%, but this canvas as well, I must admit, the spacing is quite tight, which is a good thing, because I don't like it where it's really gappy, especially on round drills. So this is one thing that I have really enjoyed. But there's no popping or anything like that. There's no drills popping off. So they've done a good job on this one. Okay, so the next part of the question is, and are you listening to music or something when you're making diamond paintings? Not typically. I've done a lot of, I do more diamond painting from the sofa at the minute. As I've said in previous videos, I've got some health issues going on, which makes it very difficult to sit at a desk and diamond paint for any length of time. But sitting on the sofa, I've got a lap desk that lifts up like an easel, but it's more like a lap desk with an easel on it, I suppose. And I use that, and I sit and I diamond paint, and generally we've either got Netflix or YouTube or Disney Plus or something like that on, or hubby's playing his computer, his Xbox, whilst I'm diamond painting. So that's generally what's happening whilst I'm doing this. Sometimes I do come into my craft room if I'm feeling able to sit at my desk for a period of time. Then I'll come into my craft room and do some in here. And then in which case what I'll do is I'll usually put YouTube on my computer and just have that playing in the background. But I don't tend to watch more than just listen to it. Or I have a true crime documentary. I love true crime, so I have that on instead, something I can just listen to. I have tried audiobooks, but I switch off and I can't remember what they've discussed in the audiobook. So yeah, I tend to have Netflix or YouTube or Disney Plus or something on at the same time when I am diamond painting. I think I've got all of the M's. And then she says, by the way, love your videos. I'm watching you since Monday, but your vids are, for me, so relaxing, and I don't know why, but I love it. Thank you so much for your lovely comments there. It is really appreciated. As I said, if anybody ever just wants to say hello in the comments, please feel free to introduce yourself. Let me know who you are, what you enjoy, your favourite diamond painting you've ever done. Just come and chat to me. So thank you very much for your comments. Let me just give you a little heart. And then the next one is from Colette van Jaarsveld, and I hope I pronounced that correct. She says, hi, what is your day job? So my day job is, I'm a researcher for a financial research company. And it's as boring as it sounds. No, it's not too bad. So my background is working in the insurance industry, and that is mainly personal lines, so car insurance, home insurance, that sort of thing. And I've worked for many years for brokers, and then when I was moving, I sought the opportunity to get away from a kind of a customer facing role. I was in management when I left, and I really didn't want all of the politics that comes with management anymore. I just wanted to take a step back and not have to worry about all of that. And so, yeah, when I moved, I found an opportunity of working for a company that does financial research. So if you're in the UK, you may well know the company that I work for. You may see it on adverts where it comes up saying, this product is 5-star rated. You'll see it on literature, you'll see it in adverts, you'll see it all over the place. But yeah, so basically, I am responsible for conducting research on motor insurance products and analysing the cover that they give, and giving them a score. And then what happens is that score is then shared with the public, and so they're able to make their buying decisions based on a score of 1 to 5 of the, I suppose, the comprehensiveness of the insurance product. So yeah, to the consumer, to the customer that's buying the insurance product, it costs them nothing to know how good a policy is. So that is my job day to day. So not that exciting. I think that's why I kind of escape into the world of anything crafting, to get the creative side, because there's certainly not a great deal of creativity required in that job. It is very monotonous in terms of the processes that are required to carry out that job, and it is, very analytical, looking at the data and analysing it and interpreting the cover. So that's what I do. Next part of that is, why do you like Disney and who is your favourite Disney character? So I've always been a fan of Disney since I was young. I never really expressed an interest to go to Disney. I think that I don't think that we as a family would be able to not necessarily afford it, but I have a disabled sister in a wheelchair, and just the complexities of holidaying with her, it would never happen from being able to get on a plane, that sort of thing. So holidays for me abroad have always been as an adult, and we were talking about Disney back in 2009. We were saying about, because I think my parents they'd been I think a few years before, and I was saying, I'd love to go, that sort of thing. And so we just started discussing it, and then lo and behold, we'd booked our first ever holiday to Florida, and we went in October 2009, and we went for 3 weeks. It still didn't seem like it was long enough, to be honest. But yeah, we went for 3 weeks. It was hot. It was, from what I remember, it was the hottest October on record whilst we were there. The humidity was high, and oh my goodness me, I don't think I was prepared for the humidity, to be honest, because up until then, the only time I'd actually been abroad was when we went to New York for our honeymoon. And we got married in December, so it was, you know, freezing. And so, yeah, I was not ready for the temperatures that Florida threw at us those 3 weeks. But I loved every minute of being at Disney. And how many times have you been to Disneyland? So I've been to Disney World in Florida 4 times. And we were meant to be going in 2020, and that obviously got cancelled for obvious reasons, which I won't say the word here, but you know what I'm talking about. So I went, yeah, that one got cancelled, and then we haven't been back since. We haven't rebooked anything since. We were meant to be going later on this year, but due to health issues, that is not going to happen now. Yeah, it sucks, but it is what it is. So yeah, we've done Florida 4 times, and we have done Disneyland in Paris twice, and we've done Disneyland California once. So we did California in 2015, and we did that as part of a like a road trip. So we started in Vegas, and then I think we had about 5 days in Vegas, and then we drove across to Anaheim and I think we had like 2 days in Disney, and then a day in Universal in Hollywood, and then we just had like a day milling around Hollywood doing the Walk of Fame and the Chinese Theatre. And then we drove up Highway 1, the coastal road, all the way up to San Francisco. And then we had a few days in San Francisco. So yeah, it was only a short trip to Disneyland California. It's obviously much smaller than Florida, so it didn't warrant kind of, you know, 3 weeks like we would do in Florida. But yeah, so twice for California, and 4 times in Florida, and then once in California, should I say? Did I say twice? Once in California, 4 times in Florida, and twice in Disneyland Paris. So thanks so much for your questions there, Colette. Vivian Ordis says, no questions, but watch 5 and S on the butterflies. They are both red. Vivian, why didn't you tell me much sooner? I'm kidding. I've seen your other comment on the other video as well. So I didn't get to this comment on the last Whip and Chat. So, yeah, the 2s and the 5s and the S's on this, goodness me, it was an absolute struggle. So if you have got this kit and you haven't started it yet, watch out for those 5s and S's. It doesn't work very well on a light pad. They look very similar. I think, is it the 5 that's got the circle around it and the S doesn't? But yeah, having those next to each other was not the one. So yeah, watch out for those if you've got this canvas. I think that would probably be my biggest bugbear on this, those 5s and the S's, because those drove me absolutely nuts. But I'm past that. That's at the top end of the canvas. I'm through all of that now. So, and I survived. So if I can do it, you'll be all right. So thank you very much, Vivian, for letting me know. Then the next question was from Amber DeHay, and Amber says, I've got confused now. Oh, here we go. What is the diamond painting that you've done that you like the most, the least? So the one that I like the least was one of Tower Bridge in London, and it's pixelated. It's awful. It was one of those ones that I purchased from Amazon because I'm happy to work budget kit. I'm happy to work premium kit. I like a mixture of both. And I saw it and I was like, oh, that would look really nice. This is the one that I'm running low on, 3. So let's see if there's enough to finish this painting. Are there any more 3s up here? This is the one that I thought that might be a struggle. So yeah, I bought it, and then as I was doing it, I'm just like, oh my goodness me, it's so pixelated. But it's one of those ones that when you stand further back, it actually looks all right. But if you're kind of within 2 meters of it, yeah, it's not great. So that's probably the one, that's the one that I kind of felt I wasted my time doing. And I know not everything's going to be a masterpiece, and that's the risk that I run with, getting budget paintings. I'm totally fine with that. I don't mind. I actually enjoy the mix of both. That's why I like working with, I do a lot of work with PR packages with, you know, budget friendly companies, because that's, you know, that's what I started. You know, I never started buying Diamond Art Club. Those are a luxury purchase, and those are more the larger ones that I buy from them, to be honest. But I have I think I've got like 10 or 11 Diamond Art Club in my stash, so I don't have millions. I mean, that's close for comfort, that one. I don't have millions, so, you know, I don't have a massive stash of Diamond Art Club, but I just enjoy diamond painting, and, you know, I couldn't justify spending thousands on diamond paintings, because you know, I've got lots of craft hobbies that I like to do, and I've spent a lot of money on craft hobbies as it is, that actually, you know, I don't want to spend thousands and thousands on this hobby in such a short space of time. I will do over time, but you know, I've only just started this hobby, so I didn't want to go ploughing thousands into it, especially if, you know, I decided that I didn't actually enjoy it that much and I got bored, and I'd have to, you know, sell everything on. But yeah, so that is me. That was an awful multi-place there, goodness me. This is the thing, like I said, I'm so used to sitting on the sofa with my diamond painting and doing this with a light pad, so I might be a little bit all over the place with this, but I thought you might want another whip and chat, so here I am. So then we have, did I answer your question, Amber? The one that you like the most, like I said in the other comment as well, there isn't really one apart from the little Yorkie one. I loved that one. Nothing else really stands out, to be honest. I love the process, and I'm not always concerned with the finished project. Now, I know that I've got a few Diamond Art Club ones in my stash that I am super excited to get working on, so I'm sure if you ask me again after I've actually completed some Diamond Art Club ones, then my opinion may well change. But I also like doing customs as well. So I haven't quite finished my custom that I started in May. I need to get that finished. I need to sort out the adhesive on it, to be honest, because I've got a lot of drills popping. So I really enjoyed the process of taking a photo and converting that into my own diamond painting. And I think I said on the last whip and chat, there is going to be a video coming of me showing you how to do that, because I know that there is interest in people doing that. So the process is fairly simple. It takes quite a bit of, you know, plan and preparation and that sort of thing, but it's easy enough to do. So next one is from Tracy Owen. She says, great video. I would like to know, do you diamond paint every day and for how long? And do you have any... Okay, let's answer this bit by bit. Okay, so I've actually got wax in here at the moment. I thought I did. It seemed to be lasting a little bit longer. And I'm also trying to get through some of my wax stash as well, because I've just got tons of this stuff. So it seems a crime to waste it if I can use it. So yeah, I'm using wax in my single placer at the moment, and then putty in my multi. So the first part of Tracy's question was, do you diamond paint every day? Unfortunately not. There are not enough there's not enough hours in the day to diamond paint every day. That would be nice. I would say that I probably diamond paint maybe 2 to 4 times a week. And again, it's just dependent on, you know, how busy I've been at work, how much energy I've got in the evening, and, you know, whether I'm motivated to get a painting worked on. So sometimes where I am working on one that I wouldn't say that I don't enjoy, sometimes I'm more motivated to finish some over others, and I think it's just the mood that I'm in at the time as to whether you know, I want to plow through and get a whole chunk done. If it's taking me a while, if there's a lot of confetti, then that sometimes takes me even longer to finish it, and not because it's confetti, but because it's, you know, my interest level might dip during that time. So yeah, but no, not every day. No, that would be nice, but no. The next part of Tracy's question is, do you have any craftably ones? I don't, I'm afraid. I don't have any craftably kits. I think that they are, I've seen some beautiful ones, but I think it's the shipping that puts me off. So I just don't, I can't warrant the cost of shipping to the UK for some of these items. So that's why I tend to avoid purchasing things like trays and paintings and stuff where the shipping is, you know, the same, if not more than the cost of the item. I just don't think it makes economical sense. I don't need it enough to pay for that. Diamond Art Club's brilliant because anything, I think it's £60 for us, and the shipping is free. So you know, it makes sense to put money into the cost of the kits and then just get the free shipping. But because that isn't offered broadly across a lot of companies from the US, then, and I get that, you know, that it does cost, you know, they will make a loss on the, you know, the cost of shipping, and not all companies can afford to do that. But yeah, I'd love to support Craftably. I know they've been going through quite a hard time, but yeah, just the cost of shipping just doesn't make it financially sensible for me to partake in that right now. And the next part of Tracy's question is, do you prefer squares or rounds, large or small canvases, and do you have any other hobbies too? Thank you for sharing. So I think I answered the square and round question. I said ask me on different days and I'll probably give you a different answer. I am really enjoying squares at the moment, despite the fact that I'm doing a round canvas. I am really enjoying squares, and but I like both. I like squares for the uniformity, how they all kind of line up and click in and that sort of thing. But I equally enjoy rounds too. So I think that I would like to have, you know, my whips, I'd like to have a mixture of, oh no, I just got wax on the canvas. I think I like to have a mixture of, you know, square and rounds on the go, just to keep things interesting. And so yeah, both is the answer. And large or small canvases, both. Again, I've got my large Diamond Art Club one, on the dining room table is too big to work on it in here. And the problem is, where I won't go into my medical conditions, but I have a lot of pain, and it means I can't sit for like lengths of time, and so sitting in the dining room hasn't really been something that I can do most days, to be honest. So that's why that one's kind of not been worked on. And also it means that if I go into the dining room, you know, if I am able to, you know, feeling up to it, then I kind of, you know, that would be of an evening, which is when me and my husband are spending time together. So although he has got his own little kit on the go, it's a bit of a slow burner for him. He's, you know, interested enough to come and sit and dot along with me, but not interested enough just to go and, you know, take his own initiative and want to go and do some diamond painting on his own, sort of thing. We do it together, which is nice, but yeah, that hasn't been touched in a few weeks, so we really need to get aboard it, because we need the dining room table back anyway. Christmas is coming and I need it for Christmas decorations. I need to decorate my table. Well, obviously Halloween in between, so we've got Halloween decorations that I want to get up, and there's a few that I think go on the dining room table, so I need to get that finished. But more so, I need to get it finished anyway, because my rule is that I am not starting another Diamond Art Club one until that one is finished. However, like I said, I am going to break that rule because I need a Diamond Art Club kit, a fresh start, fresh start for this Fam-along event. So yes, that is my answer. So thank you very much for your question there, Tracy Owen. How very formal, Tracy. Hope you don't mind me calling you Tracy. So moving on, we've got the next one is from Girl Diamonds 2132, and I assume you are a she. I apologise if I'm assuming wrong there. So I have, hi Claire, questions. Number one, how did you find diamond painting? I said I've already answered that. It was a PR package that got sent to me. So I have another YouTube channel where I do scrapbooking and paper crafts. I'm less active on that currently, purely because, well, a couple of reasons really. Kind of the engagement over there has just really dropped off, and it's just across, it's not just my channel, I know it isn't, but there's just so many scrapbooking channels out there now, and there wasn't when I started. And so, you know, there's only so many hours in the day that people can sit and watch you know, YouTube and stuff like that, and you know, Netflix comes along and blah blah blah. So yeah, the engagement and stuff has really dropped off on there, and so I really have to consider where my time gets spent in terms of producing content. Now, I can put a video together for this channel in half the amount of time that I can, probably even a quarter amount of time that I can do one for my scrapbooking channel. So yeah, I'm doing a lot of videos over on here at the moment, just purely because I can produce these, you know, very quickly, very easily, in comparison to how long it takes me to do videos over there. And there's so much engagement over on this channel that actually it makes sense for me to spend my time doing this one. Yeah, so that's how I found diamond painting anyway. And then I went off on a complete tangent about YouTube and all of that, but there we are. So if you are interested in scrapbooking, papercraft, that sort of thing, my other channel is always linked in the description box. As I said, there's not been anything go up on there in the last month or so, but yeah, you can always go ahead and take a look if it's something that would interest you. I've got some videos that I have filmed that are due to go up over there, so I will get on that over the next week, and I'm looking to start scheduling some more regular content over there too. So the next question Girl Diamonds asks is, what, if anything, do you do while diamond painting? Are you listening to videos, audio books? As I said, it's mainly either if I'm sat on the sofa, then I'll be watching Disney Plus or Netflix or YouTube. We like to watch Disney vloggers on YouTube. So we watched Tim Tracker. He's the main one really that we tend to watch on YouTube, just to keep up to date on stuff that's going on in the parks and that sort of thing. Sorry, I'm just trying to hide the glare so I can just check if I've missed any R's. I hope the glare's... No, you haven't got any glare on your side. It's just me that's struggling with it. Okay, so the next part of Girl Diamond's questions is, what is your favourite genre to diamond paint? I'm not sure. I don't think I have a favourite. So it was when I first started and I started looking at kits and stuff, I loved the girl paintings. So the stuff from Jasmine Beckett Griffith is my bag. Hannah Lynn. I haven't got any Hannah Lynn paintings yet. Maybe one day. But that, for me, I love the girl paintings. But over time, bearing in mind it's only been like 7 months or whatever, over time I have really kind of enjoyed and picked up kits from all different genres. So I've recently bought a Chuck Pinson one, a landscape one. So I'm really enjoying the look of these landscape paintings. So yeah, I don't think I really have one particular genre. I just love diamond painting and I love anything that's colourful. So this one, I'm completely all over this one. Anything that's kind of rainbow. You'll probably have seen that in a lot of my unboxings from the PR companies. They're just, a lot of them are rainbow themed. I kind of, like a magpie, just get drawn to it. What is your view on AI? Do you mean artificial intelligence, as in like aliens? I think that's what it means, I think. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure how to answer that. Let me know if there's something more specific you want to ask about that. Do I believe in aliens, if that's what you're asking me? I can't say either way. I don't know. I have no idea. If money wasn't a factor, what diamond painting company would you order from and what would you order? So if money wasn't a factor, I would order all of the Helcorio paintings from Diamond Art Studio. So I did an unboxing video of Outside the Sweet Shop, which I did buy. But if money wasn't a factor, I would get all of the Helcorio paintings because they are all that rainbow themed. And just completely, that's me all over. But yeah, I cannot justify 60. I think mine was £63. I cannot justify, and I think there's 4 or 5 Helcorio paintings. I can't justify buying them all. But if money was no object, that's what I'd order. And last question, have you got a diamond painting bucket list or goals? If so, what are they? I don't currently. I mean, I kind of have set myself some goals this week because I want to get this finished along with the rose one, which actually I've got here. Let's grab the rose one out. Let's just give you a, because I just do this one on the sofa, and so you haven't seen this one yet. Right, here we go. Let's just give you a, I mean, the diamonds on this are just, look how sparkly they are. Just amazing. The facets on these are just brilliant. Along with a few ABs that are mixed in. Actually, have I used any? Oh, I've got one lowly little AB down here. I don't think any more have actually. Oh, there's one here as well. But yeah, it's just, you can see how sparkly these are, and you can see how tight that drill field is as well, which is what I really enjoy. So this is the rose one. That's kind of half done-ish. So I want to get this one done. So yeah, I've set myself some goals for this week in order to get that and a custom and then this one done. But apart from that, I haven't really got any other goals or anything that I want to achieve for like in, I'm not sure I understand. That's my watch going off again. That I want to achieve, you know, in diamond painting, that and that sort of thing. It's just a hobby. And I don't want to set myself boundaries, if that makes sense. So, or I want to set myself any requirements of, you know, I must do this amount of paintings every year. I must get through, you know, these amount every month. I don't want it to be a chore. So I go at my pace. I go at the pace that I am happy with. So if I'm not feeling it, I don't diamond paint. It's as simple as that. I'm not going to force myself to get paintings done because I've got a whole load all sat in the wings. I'm the same as every other crafter. It doesn't matter what craft it is. Certainly crafting and buying craft supplies are two separate hobbies. It exists in diamond painting, it exists in cross stitch, it certainly exists in scrapbooking. And so I'm not going to put myself under pressure. Yes, I know that I've got a lot of kits in my stash. Not a lot of Diamond Art Club necessarily, but I have a lot of kits in general that I'll get to. And if I don't get to, and my taste changes, or I wouldn't enjoy it anymore, then not enjoy the diamond painting, but I don't enjoy the particular painting that I'm referring to, then I will I'll destash. I'll pay it forward to someone else that might enjoy it. So it's never a case of I must get through so many paintings because I've got so many to do. I get through them when I get through them. And, people talk about having paintings that are going to outlive them. I think that means you're doing it correct, right? It means that you're never going to get bored. And the thing is, it's more about the choices you have then, isn't it? When you've got, the choice of a lot of kits to choose from. And I get that not everybody's fortunate enough to be able to afford to buy a load of kits to have that option. You do whatever's in your budget, and you do whatever you're comfortable with. And if you're the sort of person that you like to buy one and just work on that and then buy another one once you're finished, you do you. I mean, it's whatever works for you, really. I never want it to get to the stage where I've got so many that I can't store them, and that's more my concern. Yes, I have a craft room, but my craft room is full of paper craft supplies, and so my decision to not buy any new paper craft supplies at the moment, it's purely down to the fact that I haven't done a lot of scrapbooking recently anyway. But also it's down to the fact that I'm having to, adjust my room to factor in my diamond painting supplies, to make sure that I can store my kits, my canvases, that sort of thing, and my drills without having to sacrifice any of my space from my my paper crafting. So yeah, it's a difficult one, but again, another tangent, but I hope that's somewhat answered your question there. Girl diamonds, I'll get it right in a minute. And I think I'm at the end of the questions on the that kitting up. So I think what I'm going to do is call this video a day here, and I'm going to carry on. I'm going to carry on with this here, and I think what I'll do is I'll cut this whip and chat and then maybe start another one, which will see someone in the future, with me continuing on with this, because there are some more comments and questions that have come in on my last whip and chat, so I think that's probably opportune for me to pick up on those in my next whip and chat. So thank you very much for joining me for today. Thank you all very much for your questions on that video. I hope it's answered a lot of what you want to know. But yeah, if there are any more on the next whip and chat video, then because I can see there's quite a few on that whipping chat, so I will come back and answer all of you on that one. So thanks for joining me for today, and please give the video a thumbs up. It does help other diamond painters find me. Do subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notification so you're aware of when I next upload, and feel free to drop me any comments down below as well, and you never know, it might feature on the next whipping chat. But for now, I will see you in the next video. Bye.